I am Richard Lawson, Dean of St. John's Cathedral, and I'm joined by Nathalie and Tory and Patrick. Tell us who you've got there on the couch beside you.
Oh yeah, this is Patrick, the standard poodle, and he's napping.
Lovely.
Yes.
Nathalie and Tory, how long have you been at the cathedral?
We've been attending here for about 3 years,
Yeah.
semi-consistently.
Wonderful. And Tory, you attend, you've preached once, and a priest in the diocese.
Yes, yeah. We came here when I finished my cure at St. Mary Magdalene in Boulder, and I started my doctoral degree at the University of Denver, and so I'm here when I'm not being a roving supply priest.
That's wonderful. Well, we're here to talk to you about pledging and financial giving, and our theme for this year is God and. God and. And I want to start by asking you, when you're at the cathedral, when and where at the cathedral do you feel like you experience God or sense God or feel close to God?
I think one of the things I value most about the cathedral, and one of the times I feel very close to God, is with the music. With the incredible organist and choir in the huge space with the light streaming through the windows. There's something very, that hits me very deeply in that sensory experience of what you can hear and the way the light shines through, that always feels very restful to me.
Oh, that's beautiful. Tory, what about for you?
I always feel, this is a priest answer, but always feel in the presence of God when I'm serving at the altar, whether I'm presiding or not, and being part of the team of clergy and the lay people who serve at the altar in the cathedral always does it for me. But also, we were talking about bringing our children to church earlier. We were chatting about that, and there is something particularly wonderful and divine about being able to have my kids right down on the carpet right in front of the altar, and to experience that with them and to watch them be formed by that experience is so lovely. And it's something that I'm so grateful to have that experience, because most priests, you're serving every Sunday, you don't get that. So, but because of my situation, I can do that, and it's wonderful.
Well, our stewardship theme is God and the and has to do with this. All of us who come to the cathedral come here, I believe, because of God. And I know that all of us individually, our families, come here for all sorts of different reasons. Some come for the music, some come for the children's programs, some come for justice and service opportunities, and a plethora of other things. What's your and, Nathalie?
My and, I think, is the kids' programs and the inclusion I feel for our kids here. So, our kids are young, 3 and 4.5, and they both have disabilities, and I feel like they are just accepted and loved exactly as they are at this church in a way that doesn't happen in a lot of places, church or otherwise, where I feel like the children's programs and the community of this church has made such a big effort to say, we don't want your kids to mold to us. We are going to make it a place where your kids feel comfortable exactly how they are. They don't need to change anything about themselves in order to be here.
Amen.
And that is so valuable. I feel like our kids are loved as part of the community here in a way that has not been true in a lot of areas of our lives. And so coming to church always feels like something I can do with our kids, and something that they love doing too. They get very excited about coming to church. And it is a place where I can also feel like I get some rejuvenation, because I know that my kids are safe and loved and cared for in nursery or in godly play or whichever they choose to do.
Thank you so much for saying that. Tory, what encouragement will you give to people to give financially? Why would you encourage people to say and know that it matters?
A deeply meaningful way to say that this whatever you're giving your money to, this matters to me.
Yes.
And that you can, there are many ways for people to give, but I mean, we aren't the family that is going to be a sustaining donor to any parish, and that does not make our decision to tithe like any less meaningful, because all of what we receive comes from God, including our money. And it is part of our Christian vocation to give back of what is God's back to the people of God.
What's your spiritual gift, Nathalie, and then you, Tory?
I honestly think that right now I'm going to say I don't feel like I am giving to my church community as much as I am receiving from the community. I feel like I'm this is the time in my life with the young kids that I am taking in the peace and the tranquility and the intellectual engagement too, and the music and all into myself. And I'm not at the stage right now where I'm also giving that gift back. And I think that's just, there's seasons that comes and goes.
Well, you just illustrated that you do have the gift of humility. Tory, what about for you? What's your gift, your spiritual gift?
Well, I like to say that my main gift from God since I was born is enthusiasm.
Yes.
My mom tells a story about me like being like jazzed from the word go, and I genuinely like do feel that. I feel grateful to be alive. I feel grateful to be a human. I feel grateful to be a priest. I feel grateful to be here. And so everywhere I go, I'm like bringing that. And I do feel that when I'm at church, whether I'm serving or not, people feel that. And I would say that I have always been someone who is willing to share an uncomfortable truth. And one of the things I respect so much about this community is that this is a place that has been welcome. Y'all added gender-neutral restrooms.
Right.
Because when I was ordained, you didn't have any.
Right.
And I mentioned it to Katie, and I was like, this isn't okay.
Right.
And then the church made a change.
Well, thank you so much for saying something.
Yeah, so now every time I come to church, gender non-conforming people like myself, it's like really easy.
How wonderful. Well, truth, enthusiasm, humility, wisdom too. Last, and in a quick word, what are Patrick, your dog's gifts? Today it's being really calm and restful.
Yes, I would say typically it's also enthusiasm.
Yeah. He also has enthusiasm.
Well, thank you
both
very
loving.
So much for being here. We love all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.